Join me as I take on the challenge of unlearning my own patterns of self-destruction and discovering healthier habits along the way. We live in a world where hustle and grind are glorified, and productivity is often measured by how much we can cram into our 24-hour days. But beneath the surface of our driven lives, many of us are stuck in a pattern of self-destruction. We unconsciously hold ourselves back from reaching our full potential, and it's time we acknowledge and challenge this behavior. When we take an honest look at our daily lives, we may notice patterns that aren't serving us. For example, we might constantly tell ourselves that we're not good enough or that we're bound to fail. We might find ourselves procrastinating on important tasks or surrounding ourselves with people who drain our energy. These habits might seem harmless on the surface, but they're actually symptoms of a deeper issue. We're self-sabotaging, and it's preventing us from living the lives we truly want. Take, for instance, the common habit of procrastination. How many of us have caught ourselves saying, "I'll just check social media for a minute," only to find ourselves scrolling mindlessly for hours? This isn't merely a time management issue. It reveals a deeper fear of taking risks and facing potential failure. Or consider the cycle of promising ourselves that we'll start a new project, only to continually put it off until it's too late. These behaviors aren't just harmless distractions. They're indicators of a fear of imperfection. We're so afraid of not being perfect that we hesitate to even try. Another significant pattern that holds us back is our tendency to attract toxic relationships into our lives. We might settle for people who bring us down or who make us feel inadequate. Being around them can lead us to adopt their negative narratives about ourselves, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. For instance, if we're friends with someone who constantly criticizes our ambitions, we may start to internalize that criticism, leading to further self-doubt and inaction. Breaking free from these toxic relationships requires courage and self-reflection, but it's essential for our growth. On a deeper level, these patterns are often rooted in psychological issues like low self-esteem, fear of failure, and societal pressures that drive us to self-sabotage. When we're constantly bombarded with messages that tell us we're not good enough, it's no wonder we start to believe them. It's crucial to remember that these external voices are not our own. We have the power to rewrite our own narratives and redefine our self-worth. I personally used to struggle with an intense fear of failure. I would procrastinate on projects, telling myself that I wasn't ready, when in reality, I was just scared of not being perfect. But one day, I had a breakthrough. I realized that failure wasn't the opposite of success. It was a necessary step toward it. I began to embrace small failures as learning opportunities rather than catastrophic endings. For example, when I launched a project that didn't go as planned, instead of spiraling into self-criticism, I analyzed what I could improve and applied those lessons to my next endeavor. This shift in mindset allowed me to experience growth and creativity that I had previously blocked. This newfound freedom inspired me to share my story with others, and I was blown away by how many people resonated with my struggles. It's comforting to know that we're not alone in our patterns of self-destruction and that we can overcome them together. Unlearning our patterns of self-destruction is not an easy task, but it's a crucial one. By recognizing and confronting these behaviors, we can break free from the limitations that hold us back and unlock our true potential. So, what can we do to begin this journey? Here are a few actionable strategies. Identify triggers. Take time to reflect on what situations or thoughts trigger your self-sabotaging behaviors. Keeping a journal can help you track these patterns and gain insights into your feelings. Set small goals. Instead of overwhelming yourself with big tasks, break them down into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how minor they may seem, to build confidence over time. Surround yourself with positivity. Evaluate your relationships and consider distancing yourself from individuals who drain your energy. Instead, seek out supportive friends and mentors who uplift and inspire you. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness when you make mistakes. Remind yourself that perfection is not attainable and it's okay to fail. Each stumble is an opportunity for growth. Seek professional help. If you find that your patterns of self-destruction are deeply rooted and difficult to change on your own, consider speaking to a therapist. They can provide valuable tools and perspectives to aid your journey. I want to hear from you. What are some self-destructive patterns that you've identified in your own life? How have you overcome them, or what strategies do you use to cope with them? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you're interested in more content on personal growth, be sure to check out my other video on building confidence. Remember, we are all on a journey of self-discovery and improvement. Together, we can support each other in unlearning self-destructive patterns and embracing healthier, more fulfilling lives. If you're looking for additional support on your journey, I highly recommend checking out the best online therapy options available. I've partnered with a great service that offers a 20% discount for my viewers. You can find the link in the description below. Don't hesitate to take that step towards better mental health and well-being. Let's take this journey together.